sweet, yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man, talking cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
It's bag season, I'ma post like a sinner. Diamond chains and a mink in the wind. All these rings on, you can tell I'm a winner. I'm a walking bucket like that boy out in dim. Got the pink slip for these whips, ain't no rental. Steady breaking records, give them something to remember. Money, power, and respect is so simple. What separate good and great is they mental.
It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man, talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. Hey, we ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps.
Yes, sir. It's a sweet. We the midweek. I tend to smile VVS on my teeth. Money made rather I'll never be beat. Got rid of Bronco, got SOTG. Deep in that jungle, came out with a meat. Got a tread like got 2K on my feet. Slide with the bros, I don't care what you think. 17 flash, gonna go in a blink. Hey. Hey, wrist got no thirsty like what do you drink? Last of the real, yeah, my kind be extinct. Bad little G used to drink from the sink. Whoa, whoa. No TLC, I'm too lit, we can't creep. Flight to Miami, I stay with that heat. Hopped on the jet, cause
it's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man, talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man, talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around, that's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a fuck, I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, oh, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm tryna drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down, tryna show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn, we don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody, I know how hard it can get. Respect.
Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills. everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch? And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Throwing Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive. Allen out to his left. And he will find his man, Samuel. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Jones throw pulled in by Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Here's Hardy set to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know, I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's Allen. Rolling to his left. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Giants going to take over again on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return, Hardy spinning away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Deebo Samuel doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A tackle made by Dorian Williams. They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown Now, their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. On the move to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Allen now looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Operating from the gun, Jones will find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain well behind.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Steps away, taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
He's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air, Allen out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Odell Beckham. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills continue to pull away here this first half. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk this about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones, that's complete to Slayton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Taken in at the 22. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. To throw, it's Allen. Rolling to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. On the move to his left. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills extend their lead yet again.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Kohlman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 35 on second down, Jones. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Inside the 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New York set to take the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And that will come the offense as they take over. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's and that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Yeah, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Bass on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Kohlman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Patrick Mahomes, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Chargers. The Bills got a terrific first half from the man on the cover, quarterback Josh Allen. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Allen steps away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy, a graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now they've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never...
A leap in. He's got it. He got it. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Odell Beckham from 21 yards away. And the Bills just continue to roll. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
43 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. On the option right, it's Jones. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Allen being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Looking to throw. Allen. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 39 yards. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
In motion, Slayton. Jones on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again. Allen. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deebo Samuel from 21 yards away. And the Bills are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New York set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jones now throwing on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On the draw, this is Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Escapes the sack. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. safe to say we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Jones throw complete here to Waller. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Jamie Gillendow as he's on to punt for New York. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man complete. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Looking to throw. Allen dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 42 yards. And the Bills add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Hook made by Terrell Bernard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
is starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Allen now on first down. This is caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Back to throw. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deebo Samuel, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. Odell Beckham, 48 yards. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. CD, it'll go into the books as just 1 win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it's really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadow. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Allen looks to throw on second down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Looking to throw. Allen, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out come the Giants. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw again on second down. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there. And oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Hook made by Terrell Bernard, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On first down, Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On second down, here's Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Back to throw. Allen. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Deebo Samuel finding the end zone yet again. And the Bills Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton.
They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball a few people score 100 points individually, men and women.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out. They're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
And here's Allen. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Bass on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm crossing through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul explode. It's more before I go. And that's the was in my face brain. I was like worth for 10K off, cause it is 10 gamers. Bit insane in the membrane. Days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage to be like.